Welcome to the Mongo Report. This week it's the Wednesday NFL wrap-up because, I got busy yesterday. Quite a busy week. We started off with the Chargers. We ended the weekend with the Chargers beating the Cardinals 17-15 on apparently a really controversial penalty call, which I didn't see because I was in bed. The Ravens played with their food. Beat the Bucks 41-31. And then let's see, we've got the Jets staying in free fall, losing 37-15 to the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers continues to look like the old man lost at the bus station, while Russell Wilson, who, while not quite as old as him, is still one of the senior quarterbacks in the league, looked really sharp throwing those little bubble passes that he throws. I don't know what they call them, balloon passes or something. Anyway, they go way up high in the air, and then they come down and land right in the receiver's hands, and the defender considers a career change. The Chiefs, 28-18 over the 49ers. The 49ers are considering they need the return of McCaffrey, and they may actually clone him several times to fill out the roster at this point. Remember when the Commanders sucked? When they were the Redskins? We all do. But this week they actually got a gift. They got to play the Panthers, and they trounced them 40-7. But they're actually doing very well in the NFC East. Of course, they haven't played the Eagles yet. The Raiders sank their teeth into the Rams 20-15, which actually isn't too hard to do, just in time for the Chiefs to come into town this weekend and kick them out. I don't see much chance for the Raiders to win that one. The Eagles continued one of the longest rivalries in one of the most virulent rivalries. Of course, all rivalries with the Eagles are virulent. Eagles fans aren't nice people. I know. I was one for years. They're the people that threw snowballs at Santa Claus, in case you could remember. And being that I'm now Santa Claus, I don't like such conduct. They beat the Giants 28-3. And right now, Brian Daboll, the head coach of the Giants, is wishing he had stayed in Buffalo. But we're doing just fine without you, Brian. So enjoy your traitorous ways there in New York. New Jersey. The Bengals and the Browns. Bengals beat the Browns 21-14 in a game that no one outside the state of Ohio and my sister, who is an LSU grad and thus follows Joe Burrow everywhere he goes, cared about. Let's see, what do we have next? The Packers showed no love to the Texans, 24-22. That's me getting all sportscastery, referring to Jordan Love, the quarterback of the Packers. Seahawks beat the Falcons 34-14, continuing the race to see which sub-500 NFC South team is going to win that division. Right now, it doesn't look like anybody really wants it. I'm not sure if the NFC South trophy smells funny or if maybe it's broken or something and they're just trying to hide it. But the last couple of years, it hasn't really seemed like anybody's wanted to jump up and get that. Let's see, what do we got next? The Colts beat the Dolphins 16-10. Our bigger story there is that Tua Tagovailoa is going to be back in practice this week. A move which everyone except for the Dolphins coaching staff and his immediate family, most of them, thinks is a really bad idea. Tua, this is me talking to you, bud. Don't do this anymore. You've made lots and lots of money. You have lots and lots of money. One more of these concussions, and you could be not speaking English anymore. You could be, in serious bad shape. Let's just stop while the stopping is good. I'm sure you could get on somewhere as a coach. Let's just go. And this is not me being funny. This is just, dude, seriously, go. On to happier topics. The Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Beat the Colts. No, excuse me. Beat the Titans 34-10. Now, one thing I'd really like to see the Bills doing is let's come out in the first half and get these leads run up instead of going into the second half with the game so close or even with you trailing. So I have heartburn by the time the second half starts, and I don't really start enjoying the game until the start of the fourth quarter. The Lions, in what was probably the most exciting game of the weekend, gave the Minnesota Vikings their first loss of the season. The geographic proximity and the hatred between the two teams makes this one of the NFL's best rivalries. And when that field goal sailed through the uprights and gave them that 31-29 win, I can guarantee you everyone in Detroit, including my good friend Larry St. George, hi Larry, there's a shout out to you, exploded. And everyone in Minnesota kind of, well, they politely yelled at each other because, Minnesota nice and all that. Let's see. The Jaguars, now they did this again, okay? Last year, the Jaguars went to London and played a game. Then they got to stay in London and play another game. And they lost the first game, and they won the second game. Unfortunately, last year, the second game was against my Buffalo Bills. This year, it was against the Patriots, boo hiss, and they whooped them 32-16. Now, the Patriots don't need me to boo hiss them because I think their own fans are starting to do it at this point. Let's see. And the week started with the Broncos beating the Saints 33-10. The Saints are in a position similar to the 49ers right now as far as injuries. I'm really expecting my phone to ring at any point now with one of those two teams recruiting me, even though I'm old and decrepit, and I would take a couple of game checks. That would, fix my credit problems and everything else like that. But then the first time I got tackled, I probably wouldn't be able to walk anymore. So maybe not. Guys, I know I sent you my number, but lose it, okay? Next week, we will be back with another NFL wrap-up, hopefully on Tuesday this time. And until then, everybody be good. Enjoy your weekends. Stay safe out there. It looks like beautiful weather across most of the country. And I will try to get back soon with an actual news report. What a concept. Bye.